Insurecom's been around in the UK since 1999. We are a software house serving the broker market, the UK general insurance broker market. We currently have about 18% of the UK market. This is a market space that is just great, but at the same time it is full to the brim of antiquated technology. And I think when we first stepped into the market, everybody turned around and said, "Oh no, there's no way in the world you could go and build anything new." One, the competitive landscape, the nature of the competition that we have here in the UK, the changes in the market, and the requirement for something that's built out of purely modern architecture. You know, it would have been much cheaper to try and use the old software systems, but at the end of the day, the core databasing behind nearly all of the applications that are out there were probably developed before the internet, certainly before the public use of the internet. So at the end of the, if we wanted to be able to build something, we needed to start afresh. So from there, it came to the realization that we're going to get the checkbook out. We're going to take a long-term view and take a decent strategic view of what market segments we want to be able to chase going forward. The sheer size and breadth of this application meant that if we were going to do cascade or waterfall build, I believe it would have increased the risk. You're looking at doing something that's large, that's absolutely important, especially if you're trying to develop new functionality and not necessarily just reinvent the wheel. Agile's the way to go. So originally we brought ThoughtWorks in to act as consultants on the whole Agile development setup. We were so impressed with the team that came down that we thought internally we had no other choice but to turn around and try and engage ThoughtWorks to do the development for us. I've been doing software development for years and years and years, and I've had good experiences as well as some pretty educational experiences, let's put it that way. I think ThoughtWorks just didn't bring technical resource to the table. They brought a new way of looking at things. I think what ThoughtWorks did on day one is establish their credibility. I think the idea of a team walking in with nothing but texter markers and 3x5 story cards and a whole bunch of blue tack was something completely new for us. So I think from day one of the things that ThoughtWorks managed to do is instill a sense of confidence, I think that for the team here, I think that was critical. I mean, absolutely mission critical. The thing that sold it for us is the fact that ThoughtWorks have their own highly distributed infrastructure base, and that the project managers that we were dealing with were here in London. So I think the fact that it's local and it's hands-on made all the difference in the world for us. We haven't been outsourcing completely to ThoughtWorks in terms of, here's our wish list, go away and build it and come back and knock on the door please in 2 years' time. This is something where there's been a constant line of communication that's pushed through. At all times over the last 2.5, 3 years, we have had personnel from Bangalore sitting in the office here, and we've had people from our office working out in Bangalore, and I think that's been a real positive for everybody. What we've ended up with as a piece of software isn't really exactly what we had designed at the start, and I think that's actually one of the successful points of doing an agile piece of development. Hey, it's been a massive project, but yes, it has stacked up. At the end of this process, we've been able to turn around and stand there hand on heart and say, actually, we've got ourselves a damn good application.